Welcome to Rushing, simplified news for busy investors. This is the first short daily financial audio newsletter made by a woman for the whole busy world that delivers clear headlines and quick context to help you get ready faster before the market opens. In under 5 minutes, you get the top market movers, why they matter and which sectors to watch, so you can act with less noise and more clarity. Everything we offer here is purely educational, not advice, but you heard it many times, so you know this already and you are still here. Thank you for this and enjoy. Let's dive in. First headline, market crashed last Friday. The huge sell-off hit stocks the hardest since April. What does it mean? The sharp drop happened on Friday, October 10th. It was devastating for many people. I will explain everything. The S&P 500 fell about 2.7%, its worst day since April. The Nasdaq 100 sank roughly 3.5% as tariff threats on China reignited risk aversion. The Dow lost about 879 points. Why magnify it? A policy shock just broke a complacent tape and reset positioning. When mega caps lead the downside and spreads widen, volatility clusters tend to persist into the next week. Possible affected sectors: mega cap tech, semiconductors, cyclicals, transports, volatility products, and short duration rates. Second headline, Fed and ECB signals in a data fog. What does it mean? With U.S. inflation data delayed by the shutdown, markets leaned on Fed speak. St. Louis Fed's Alberto Musillam said cuts are possible but urged caution. Governor Chris Waller said normal-sized cuts can address job weakness. ECB minutes showed a steady hand while it waits for more clarity. Why magnify it? Policy tone sets discount rates and multiple math. In a data vacuum, every remark can swing the front end, the dollar, and high-duration equities. Possible affected sectors: Treasuries across the curve, banks via net interest margins, utilities and staples, exporters tied to euro and dollar moves. Third headline, AI and tech crosswinds, Nvidia export nod and Oracle margin worry. What does it mean? Washington approved multi-billion-dollar Nvidia AI chip exports to the UAE under a bilateral framework, underscoring global compute build-out. At the same time, Oracle slid after reports its cloud margins ran below expectations, keeping investors focused on profitability in AI infrastructure. Why magnify it? A broader buyer base can extend the data center capex cycle, but thin margins remind investors that not every AI dollar drops to the bottom line. Expect dispersion within AI winners and suppliers. Possible affected sectors: semiconductors and accelerators, hyperscalers and cloud, data center REITs, power equipment, software tied to AI workloads. Fourth headline, oil whipsaws on OPEC Plus and tariffs. What does it mean? Earlier in the week, crude firmed after OPEC Plus announced a smaller than expected November output hike. By Friday, tariff fears flipped the demand outlook and Brent and WTI fell more than 3% to multi-month lows. Why magnify it? Measured supply helps the inflation story, but trade shocks can swamp it. Energy equities track cracks and inventory trends from here. Possible affected sectors: energy producers, refiners and services, airlines and transports, chemicals, inflation-linked bonds. Last headline, banks eye better third quarter on deal rebound. What does it mean? Street expects stronger profits at the largest U.S. banks as M&A, IPOs, and underwriting recovered into the third quarter. SegIB's pegs S&P 500 earnings growth near 9%, with banks helped by improved fee pools and active trading. Why magnify it? A healthier new issue window supports capital markets revenues and risk sentiment. Watch credit costs and net interest income guidance for the curve read. Possible affected sectors: money center and bulge bracket banks, exchanges and brokers, advisory shops, high yield and loan funds. That is your 3 to 5 minute brief. For the full rundown in text, check whymagnify.com. Thanks for listening to Rushing. If this helps, the best free way to support is to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with other people to help them as well. See you in the next episode.